Hi.
Roughly 800 years ago, jousting tournaments were a brutal way of entertainment and training. There were many categories in the tournament. These categories consisted of mounted lance, foot lance, swordsmanship, and archery.
A place like this is where the tournaments would have taken place. Tournaments were basically made so a knight could enjoy all the excitement, danger, and glory of war without the flies, disease, or discomfort.
Knights mainly participated in these tournaments. These knights were expected to be gentle and faithful to their lady, fearless in battle and tournament, courteous and merciful to a defeated enemy, and honorable in everything.
For the actual tournament, a practice tournament without many rules would take place. The targets consisted of either rings or a quintain, which was a wooden target mounted on a horizontal pole to increase the accuracy of the knight's aim. If the quintain was struck accurately, it would swing harmlessly to the side, but if it was struck off-center, then the arm would swing around with enough velocity to unseat the knight.
The other form in the practice tournament was riding at the rings. In this form, a ring was suspended on a cord, which was to be carried off on the tip of the knight's lance. Both the quintain and the ring joust were exercises that developed accuracy skills, which became very important as jousting gained popularity.
Riding out the rings was also perceived as a display of chivalric romance. Winning knights were awarded customary golden rings, along with kisses in a formal and elaborate prize-giving ceremony by the ladies of the court. The ring tournament has survived the longest.
In the individual joust, rules were kept very simple. The knight had to strike the shield instead of the rider. If a combatant struck either rider or horse, he was disqualified. A clean hit to the center or boss of the shield, shattering the lance or unseating the opponent, scored points. A low wall separating the contestants was introduced in about 1420, strictly as a measure to reduce injury to the horses.
Jousting rules were circulated prior to the jousting tournament or past the arms. The jousting rules consisted of when and where the tournament would be held, who was sponsoring the tournament, specific styles of combat which were expected to be fought, and the weapons allowed.
Jousting ceremonies were also a spectacular event to watch. This included the sending of challenges from one noble to another, which is kind of like sending invitations. The Vespers tourney, which was a mini-tournament held the night before the big tournament, where younger knights, bachelor and squire, had an opportunity to demonstrate their prowess before the experienced knights and assembled gallery.
Other ceremonies that were included consisted of opening day processions where judges and contestants rode in full procession. The ceremony was used to start a tournament and was originally called the invocation. There would be a second day ceremony which included the display of the helms of the knights who had fought in tournaments. The ladies inspected the helms and denounced acts of unchivalrous behavior. Finally, a third day ceremony would take place, which was when the Chevalier d'Honneur was chosen to perform the role of referee.
On the last day of the tournament, the ceremony for awarding the tournament prizes was conducted. With the tourney being ended, the combatants met in the center of the lists and embraced each other in the true companionship of chivalry. Each day, the jousting tournament ended with feasting, music, and dancing.
Alright, this is our version of medieval sword fighting.
Mine is so much better. You got it! I'm trying to get. Alright. Yeah! Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm with it. God! Aftermath of jousting at its worst. Look at the bodies strewn on the floor of the ground. They're dead. I'm dead. The horror.